Have you ever wondered what would happen if there was a simple phrase that could completely change your financial life? What if I told you that there was a set of words that, when said correctly, activate such a strong energy of prosperity that money starts to seek you out, as if you were a living magnet? Sounds crazy, right? But anyone who understands the power of words knows that they're not just sounds, they're commands. And that's what you're about to discover: how to use the right words to attract real money without having to repeat them 1,000 times, without magic formulas and without fuss. In the next few minutes, you'll understand why so many people struggle with scarcity even when they work hard, and what changes when you learn to speak to the universe correctly. What I'm going to show you here isn't theory, it's spiritual practice applied to reality. Words that have frequency, that move energy, and that make money flow to you. Get ready, because after you hear this, it will be impossible to continue thinking small. This video is for you if you're tired of chasing money, watching bills pile up, and feeling like prosperity never arrives. Today, you'll discover how to turn this game around. And the most surprising thing, you just have to seance just once with faith, conviction, and awareness to open the doors to abundance. So pay attention, because what you're about to hear could be the turning point between continuing the fight or finally experiencing the financial freedom you deserve. Now you understand the power of your words and how a simple change in what you say can open the doors to prosperity that have been blocked for so long. This knowledge is the kind of thing that truly transforms lives because it makes you stop chasing money and start attracting it to you. Therefore, for those who felt this awakening today, who realized that this content touched something deep and brought clarity about the path to wealth, must reciprocate this energy. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving content that strengthens your mind and your faith in abundance. This is the attitude of those who have decided to truly prosper. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times in your life you've said things about money without really realizing the weight of what you were saying? Simple phrases like, "The money disappears from my hand," "There's never any left," or "Everything is too expensive," seem harmless, but they're actually like direct orders to the universe. And the universe, my friend, it doesn't question. It doesn't analyze. It simply returns to you the exact energy you sent. And that's why so many people work hard, strive, do everything possible and impossible, but still remain stuck in the same place. Because deep inside, in their words and thoughts, there's a hidden programming, scarcity. And as long as this programming is active, no matter how hard you try, money will always slip through your fingers. Now, think with me. What would happen if you completely changed that vibration? What if your words started acting like a prosperity magnet, attracting opportunities, ideas, and paths that previously seemed blocked? The truth is that money doesn't run away from anyone. It simply follows the energy of those who know how to summon it, and that's what you're going to learn now. Words are the bridge between what you think and what you live. They are the code that connects your mind to the universe. When you speak with faith, the universe responds with movement. It's as if your words were keys opening doors that previously seemed locked. But for this to really work, you need to understand that what comes out of your mouth creates your world. It's not a metaphor, it's a law. Everything you affirm, you reinforce. Everything you repeat, you nourish. And everything you believe, you manifest. That's why some people talk about money naturally, as if it was something that's always around. And they actually live that way, while others speak with fear, anger, distrust when money seems to hide. The secret is in how do you talk to money. He is not your enemy, nor a mystery. He is a neutral energy, ready to respond to how you treat him. And here comes one of the greatest truths that few people have the courage to accept. You could be sabotaging your prosperity simply by the way you speak. Have you noticed how most people are always complaining? They say the country is bad, that their salary is low, that nothing is going right. But deep down, each of these words is just one more obstacle. You might laugh at it, think it's an exaggeration, but try to remember a day when everything went right for you. Notice how you were feeling. Lighter, more positive, believing things would flow. And they did, didn't they? That's no coincidence. It's the energy of words in action. Now imagine using this consciously. Waking up and saying, "Today money finds me in unexpected ways." Saying, "I am prosperous, and everything I touch prospers with me. And most importantly, believe what you say, because there's no point repeating powerful words if deep down you still feel unworthy. The mind and the mouth need to work together. When you speak with faith, the universe recognizes it. When you doubt, it waits. And it's in this space of doubt that many people miss the chance to transform their lives. Power isn't just in words, it's in energy with which you speak. Money senses your vibration. It sounds strange, but it's real. It goes where there's joy, trust, and gratitude, and it runs away from where there's fear, guilt, and despair. That's why every time you speak regretfully, saying, "Money is never enough," you push away the very thing you most want to attract. It's like trying to hug someone while pushing them away with your hands. And that's what most people do without realizing it. They push money away while saying they want it. And that's why the content you're watching right now is so important, because it's not about theory. It's about reprogram your way of expressing yourself and consequently, your financial destiny. When you truly understand this, you'll realize that your life changes from the inside out. Opportunities that seemed distant begin to appear, the right people cross your path, good ideas emerge naturally, and it all starts with a simple change, the way you speak. Because speaking is creating, and creating is power. Now think about it. How many times have you wished for more money, more peace of mind, more freedom? How many times have you prayed, asked, dreamed of a life without stress? Well, yes. Maybe what was missing wasn't effort, but the right words to unlock this energy. And here's a challenge. Comment below the word prosperity to seal this new beginning. Because when you write, you reinforce, you affirm. And this simple act already begins to change your frequency. The word you choose today could be the turning point in your story. And that's not an exaggeration. It's awareness. In the next few minutes, you'll understand exactly how to activate this power in your words, and you'll discover that you don't need to say much. A single sentence, spoken with faith, can make money recognize your name and come to you. And that's when things really start to happen. Do you know what else prevents money from flowing into your life? It's not a lack of work, nor savings, nor luck. It's fear. The fear of lacking, of losing, of not being able to pay the bills, of depending on others. This fear is like a magnet in reverse. Instead of attracting, it repels. And the worst part is that it doesn't appear loudly. It disguises itself as concern, prudence, or realism. But while you feed this fear, the universe understands that you still doubt your own abundance. And where there is doubt, there is no movement. It's as if life is on hold, waiting for you to decide which side you want to be on, fear or certainty. And this is where the most important point comes in, the certainty of abundance. When you truly decide to believe that there will always be enough and more, your energy changes completely. Situations begin to fall into place. Money begins to come in ways you never imagined, because fear holds you back, but faith makes way. It's simple yet powerful. While fear focuses on what's missing, faith focuses on what already exists and what's coming. Fear says, "What if it doesn't happen?" Faith answers, "It will happen, because what's mine is coming." It's a shift in focus, vibration, and mental command. Have you ever noticed how when you're afraid, even the simplest decisions feel heavy? Your body freezes, your mind becomes confused, time seems to stand still. But when you're confident, everything flows. You resolve, you act, you feel clarity. That's exactly how it works with money. Fear blocks, certainty liberates. Fear is an energy of closure, of scarcity. Faith is an energy of expansion, of openness. And it's in this space of faith that money flows freely. Maybe you grew up hearing that money is hard to come by, that being rich requires suffering, that prosperity isn't for everyone. And without realizing it, these beliefs have become invisible walls separating you from abundance. But here's the truth. Abundance does not choose anyone. It only responds to the energy of those who believe they are ready to receive it. And to do that, you need to exchange fear for the conviction that money is a natural extension of your worth. When you wake up afraid, the universe senses your insecurity and sends you more situations that confirm that fear, unexpected bills, unforeseen events, obstacles. But when you wake up at peace, certain that everything you need is already on its way, something changes. It's as if life conspired in your favor. And it's not magic, it's vibration. The universe understands the message you send, and every thought, every word, and every emotion are codes for this communication. When the code is fear, it responds with blocks. When the code is faith, it responds with opportunities. Now think about it. How many times have you stopped yourself from taking action because you were afraid of failure? How many doors have you not opened because you thought it wasn't the right time? Yes, fear paralyzes, and therein lies the trap. Fear is subtle, but it has the power to keep you trapped in a life that doesn't represent what you deserve. And the only way to break this cycle is to shift your focus. Instead of looking at what's missing, look at what's already flowing. Start telling yourself, everything I need comes to me at the right time. These words, when spoken with faith, are like a key that unlocks the blocks fear has built. And it's not about ignoring reality. It's about creating a new one. It's about understanding that every thought you have is a brick in the building of your financial life. You can continue building with fear, or you can start building with faith. The difference is that a building built on fear collapses at the first problem, while a building built with faith stands firm, because it was built with the certainty that those who trust lack nothing. So what you need now is not more worry, but trust. Trust that the universe hasn't forgotten you. Trust that there's something bigger working in your favor, even when you can't see it. And repeat this until you feel prosperity is already looking for me, because that's what happens when you change how you feel. Your vibration changes and the universe responds. Comment here. Trust to fix this truth in your heart, because when you write, you declare. And this declaration is a signal to the universe that you are ready to live without fear. Now that you understand the power of exchanging fear for certainty, you'll begin to realize that there are words capable of accelerating this process, words that act as spiritual triggers, opening the flow of prosperity almost immediately. And that's exactly what you'll discover next. Now that you understand that fear blocks and faith unlocks, it's time to go deeper and discover how the right words activate financial flow. And here I want you to understand one thing once and for all. It's not just any phrase that makes money move to you. And it's also not about repeating 1,000 times like a parrot what you heard in a video. It's about to feel what you say. Words are just the tool. What truly creates is the energy you put into them. When you speak with power, believing in what you say, the universe responds. But when you speak out of habit without emotion, the words die in the air. Think of money as a person, someone who feels, who observes, who perceives your attitude. When you speak of it with respect, gratitude, and trust, it draws closer. But when you speak of it with fear, anger, or complaint, it moves away. It's simple. Money goes where it's welcome. And the problem is that most people constantly refer to money with words that scare it. It's hard. It never works. I earn it and the money disappears. These phrases are like doors you close yourself. The universe understands that you're not ready to receive more. Now, when you say, I am an open channel for wealth and blessings come to me easily, the energy changes completely. This statement sends a positive, firm, and clear command. The universe understands the signal and begins to align everything so that this becomes a reality. And here lies the secret that few understand. It's not how many times you say it, it's how much you believe it. A single sentence spoken with faith, meaning each word, is worth more than 1,000 empty repetitions. When you speak from the bottom of your heart, the universe hears it differently. It's as if that vibration is registered instantly. The power of the word lies in the feeling that accompanies it. It's the feeling that creates magnetism. It's what transforms the sentence into a true magnet of prosperity. You've probably heard someone say, I talk so much that I want to prosper, but nothing changes. And do you know why? Because talking isn't enough. You have to believe. Speech is the command, but belief is the fuel. When you believe that money belongs to you by divine right, you shift your energy field. And the universe, which operates by resonance, returns this frequency in the form of opportunities, ideas, people, and even financial miracles. So, the next time you talk about money, notice the emotion behind your words. Is it coming from faith or fear? Is it coming from abundance or lack? Because what you feel when you speak is what the universe understands as truth. Saying, I'm prosperous, while thinking that will never happen, sends mixed signals. But when you say money comes to me easily and feel it's true, you change everything. Money recognizes this vibration and comes. And what's more, the right words don't just attract money, they educate your mind to think like someone prosperous. And when your mindset changes, your behavior changes. You begin to make different decisions, act with more confidence, and see opportunities where before you only saw problems. And the universe responds to this because it adjusts to your new frequency. That's why those who speak with faith and act with confidence begin to see the flow of prosperity open effortlessly. For this to truly work, choose your words wisely. Avoid complaining, avoiding saying, "I don't have anything," or "it's hard." Instead, replace them with, "I'm expanding. Abundance is coming to me. Everything I need is already on its way." These simple phrases completely shift your energy field. They teach your mind to focus on what you want, not what you fear. And the universe understands this focus. It doesn't distinguish between good and bad. It simply manifests what you vibrate. So, starting today, start speaking like someone who already lives in prosperity. Speak like someone who has already succeeded, like someone who knows that money is a natural consequence of their faith and mindset. And see what happens. You'll be surprised by the doors that begin to open, by the coincidences that seem magical, by the opportunities that suddenly arise. It all begins with the power of words. Comment the word here, wealth, to affirm that you're ready to speak and live like someone who easily attracts money. Because when you write, you commit to this new vibration. And in the next step, you'll discover something even more powerful. The secret that makes the universe move in your favor before you even receive it. Something that transforms simple words into multiplied blessings. Now that you understand that the right words create a real flow of prosperity, comes a part that many people underestimate, and that in fact is the fuel for the demonstration: gratitude before receiving. This is where most people fail, because most people only give thanks after they see the results. But those who understand the laws of abundance know that the miracle begins before the evidence. When you give thanks for something you don't yet have, the universe understands that you already believe it's yours, and this faith accelerates everything. It's like signing a receipt for a blessing that's still on the way, but already has a certain destination. Think about it. When someone gives you a gift and you thank them, that gesture closes the cycle of exchange, right? Now imagine doing that with the universe, giving thanks for the money that hasn't arrived yet, for the opportunities that are coming, for the paths that are opening up. It's a way of showing complete trust, of saying, "I've already received." And when the universe perceives this trust, it gives you what's missing, because it understands you're ready to receive. Gratitude isn't an emotion, it's a code. It's the code that unlocks abundance. But look at what happens to many people. They pray, ask, speak the right words, even repeat affirmations of prosperity. But then they complain, saying nothing changes, that the money isn't coming. This nullifies everything. It's like planting a seed and digging the hole to see if it's growing. Gratitude is the opposite of this. It's the silent certainty of someone who knows the fruit is already sprouting, even if it hasn't yet appeared. It's the active trust of someone who plants and then moves on in peace. And it's precisely this attitude that transforms financial flow, because money loves environments of peace, trust, and gratitude. Where there's despair, it moves away. Where there's tranquility, it draws closer. Gratitude is a sign of abundance, and abundance attracts more abundance. When you give thanks before seeing, you shift the frequency of your energy field, moving from the vibration of lack to the vibration of certainty, and the universe responds. It doesn't delay, it just waits for the moment you truly believe. So, start today to be grateful for what's coming. Be grateful for the money that hasn't arrived yet, but is already on its way. Be grateful for the doors that haven't opened yet, but that you already feel will. Say, "Thank you, universe, because money flows freely in my life," or "I am grateful because everything I need comes to me with ease and joy." These words, spoken sincerely, activate enormous power, because when you give thanks in advance, the universe understands that you is already living the reality he asked for, and when you live as if you already have it, you attract what you want much faster. Want simple proof of how this works? Take a day in your life and try being grateful for everything, even for what went wrong. Be grateful for your bills, your work, and the opportunities hidden in difficulties. You'll notice that on the same day things start to flow differently. Situations that previously seemed stuck begin to move forward. This happens because gratitude changes the lens through which you see the world. And when you change your perspective, the universe changes the landscape. And it doesn't require effort. Gratitude is light. It doesn't require you to blindly believe in something impossible. It only asks that you trust that there's a purpose behind everything. And that trust, my friend, is worth its weight in gold. Because those who trust vibrate in peace, and those who vibrate in peace attract abundance. It's a natural, energetic reaction. So, before asking for more, start being more grateful. Be grateful, even for the little things, because it's in them that the universe tests your frequency. Be grateful for your morning coffee, the roof over your head, the money that's yet to come. Each thank you is a seed planted in fertile soil, and the more you sow, the more you reap. Comment the word here, gratitude, to record that you understand the power of this force. Because when you write, you activate it. And this activation is the first step to seeing real results. And in the next point, you'll understand how this gratitude connects directly with the energy of money, and why those who live in this state of certainty and joy become true channels of wealth. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have absurd luck? That person who has everything flowing smoothly, who has money coming in, who has things working out, who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. The truth is, it's not luck. It's frequency money. Like any form of energy, has its own vibration. It is not attracted to those who want it. It is attracted to those who are aligned. And that's what we're going to talk about now. The alignment with the frequency of wealth. It sounds complicated, but it isn't. The frequency of wealth is a light energy of trust, joy, and gratitude. The problem is that most people live in a contrary vibration: fear, anger, anxiety, and complaining. And money doesn't feel at home in these environments. It's like a guest who likes a tidy house. If it's messy, it leaves. And this house is your interior. It's the way you think, feel, and speak. When you're in harmony with thoughts of prosperity and positive attitudes, money flows naturally. But when you live tense, complaining, and feeling wronged, you create an energetic blockage that prevents it from entering. Therefore, alignment doesn't just happen in words, it happens in behavior. It's when you start acting like someone prosperous, even if you don't yet see visible results. It's maintaining the attitude of someone who knows abundance is already coming, without needing to prove anything to anyone. It's getting up in the morning and taking care of what you have, blessing your accounts, organizing your home, and valuing your work. These simple actions show the universe that you're ready to receive more, because those who don't value the little repel the much. And the most interesting thing is that when you enter this frequency, you begin to see things differently. Where you once saw problems, you now see opportunities. Where you once saw lack, you now see possibility. And the universe loves this kind of energy because it's expansive. It returns everything you emit. And when what you emit is prosperity, it responds with prosperity. Money begins to circulate naturally, and coincidences begin to happen. That job appears, that idea appears, that sale comes out of nowhere. And it's not magic, it's synchronization. But be careful. Aligning with wealth doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing how to react to it. Some people at the first sign of difficulty say, "I knew it would go wrong." And that's it. They've destroyed their own vibration. Others look at the same situation and think, "Okay, there's something here I can learn, and it will take me further." This second person maintains a high frequency, and that's why doors keep opening for them. The universe is neutral. It doesn't judge. It simply responds to your energy. So, start observing your reactions. When something goes wrong, what do you feel first? Anger or learning? When someone prospers, do you feel envy or inspiration? These details say everything about your alignment. Money isn't attracted to those who want to compete. It's attracted to those who vibrate with abundance. By those who look at the wealth of others and think, "Great, this shows it's possible for me too." This is the vibration of those who understand that success is collective, not a race. And there's more. Being aligned with the frequency of wealth also means taking care of yourself. Money loves those who take care of themselves, who respect themselves, who value themselves. When you treat yourself with love, eat well, organize your environment, and respect your time and energy, you are showing the universe that you understand your own value. And the universe returns this in the form of prosperity, because deep down, wealth is a natural consequence of spiritual self-esteem. Now, imagine living every day with this energy of confidence, lightness, and gratitude. It's a lifestyle, not an isolated practice. It's waking up and feeling that everything is flowing, that money recognizes you, that life favors you. This is the true feeling of someone who is in tune with abundance. And the good news is that anyone can get there, including you. You just need to change the way you feel, speak, and react. Comment the word "here" alignment to affirm that you are ready to vibrate at the frequency of wealth. Because when you write, you declare to the universe that you understand your role in this flow. And in the next point, you'll discover what happens when this vibration stabilizes and how it makes you become a true channel of prosperity, someone who not only attracts but multiplies everything they touch. Now that you understand how to enter the frequency of wealth, the most powerful moment of all has arrived. Activate this energy with a manifestation statement. This is where everything connects. What you've learned about thought, word, faith, gratitude, and vibration will come together in a single point. It's at this moment that you transform everything you believe into reality. And the best part, you don't need complicated rituals or 1,000 repetitions. Just once is enough, but with truth. Because the universe does not respond to the quantity of words, it responds to the strength of your conviction. When you declare something with faith, it's like pressing send on a direct message to the universe. There's no going back. The vibration leaves you, permeates the energy field around you, and begins to align circumstances, people, and opportunities for it to happen. It's the moment when the invisible begins to move in your favor, and that's exactly what the right words do. They create movement. They order reality. Now imagine what happens when you speak something from the depths of your soul, certain that what you're saying is already true. It's as if a greater force begins to act around you, opening doors that previously seemed locked. And that's what I want you to feel right now, because you're going to say something that changes the energy around you, but most importantly, you feel every word. It's not to repeat it like a pretty phrase, it's to declare it as an absolute truth. So close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and feel the power of these words before you even speak them. Imagine the universe is listening to you, because it truly is. And when you're ready, say, I release all scarcity and activate divine wealth in my life. Money comes to me with ease, joy, and blessings. Everything I touch prospers, because abundance is already mine by right. Did you notice what you're feeling? Maybe a thrill, a lightness, a different confidence. This is energy moving. Don't doubt it, because the moment you speak with faith is the moment creation begins. And it doesn't matter where you are now, how much you earn, or how much you have. What matters is what you're activating within yourself. The universe isn't tied to numbers. It responds to vibration of certainty. And from now on, you don't need to chase money. It will start chasing you. Because when your vibration changes, your life changes. And this change begins within, not without. Money is merely a reflection of what you believe you can attract. Abundance is a state of consciousness. And when you live in this state, everything flows. Ideas, opportunities, resources, connections. But one thing is important. After declaring, don't return to the old energy of doubt. Don't say, will it work? Say, it already has. And move on with your life with the calm confidence of someone who has already planted the seed and knows it will flourish. You don't need to look at the soil every day to confirm it. You just need to continue watering it with attitudes, thoughts, and words aligned with prosperity. Now you know the power of words to transform your financial life. What once seemed distant or impossible now makes sense, because you understand that prosperity doesn't come by chance, but from the energy you activate within yourself. And if this video opened your mind, brought you clarity, and made you feel money can indeed start flowing to you, so it's time to spread this energy. Like and subscribe to the channel so this message continues to reach more people who also need to awaken to this truth. Write your message in the comments abundance to seal what started today within you. And prepare your heart, because the next video will take you even deeper. What follows will show you the next step to transform this energy into real results, which you can see, touch, and experience every day.